Hello all! So I'm going to show you how to go ahead and access your Canva templates. First, you'll have downloaded a zip file. In this case, if you bought the YouTube Glamorous template, it is going to be called 490.zip. I've already unzipped it to a folder here. Go ahead and open your folder. In here, you will find your 6 icons that accompany the set. They have some glitter in it. I'll open one up so you can see a little closer. So you can see that's pretty. And go ahead and close that window. And this is your PDF file. This file will have the links to all of your templates that you can edit. So you can see there are 5 templates: your channel art, your intro and outro. There are 2 outros in this one. The social media cards, there's 2 of those. Your thumbnail templates, 2 thumbnail options, and an icon template. Really only offered one. And I'll explain a little bit more as we look at those a little closer. So we'll click on the channel art. So this is how it will open up. You do need a Canva account. You can have either a free or a pro account. You'll go ahead, this is if you wanted to share this with, again, you are purchasing a license for single use. So I do ask that you only share this with people who would work on your channel, not to share it with outside sources. Don't add it to any collection, that kind of fun stuff. But we won't get too much into that. It's more a tutorial. So when you're ready to edit it, you'll go ahead and click this edit button, hit edit. One thing I am going to recommend, just to, that way you can go back and change things how you want and always have the original without having to re-click the link each time, because this will save it into your own designs. So you'll have, like, if you go to the home page, it'll say all your designs. You can go ahead and click on that. It has all my designs in there. It's a lot in there, so I don't really want to click it and overwhelm you. So when you're ready to go ahead and edit this, the first thing you're going to do is I did say we were going to make a copy of this. So first we're going to make our copy. So make your copy here and click File. This way you can name it what you would like to name it. In this case, let's say our name is Kelsey Taylor. We'll go ahead and name it Kelsey Taylor. And I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that totally correct. I just kind of made up the name. And then we'll say channel art. Or you could have just left it as copy of. It depends how organized you want to be. So now we have a copy of it and we have our original here. So we can go ahead and edit this any way we wanted. So if we wanted to say, oh, home decor, DIYs, or, you know, we could say fashion vlog. And then you can go ahead and edit these. Oops. Let me go back. If you do make a mistake and you accidentally do what I just did, just hit Control-Z. It'll bring you back so you don't have to go grab the original and start all over again. But we'll just say, you know, we would enter in our own information here. You know, we'll make up whatever Kelsey's. That's not a real one, so if you click on it, I don't even know if it'd go to anything. And then, you know, you'd enter in your information here. You can also use in the icons. For me, they're already here, but you'll just go ahead and upload them here. You can add in more information. Just be aware you don't want it to go past this area, which for obvious reasons, like it'll interfere here. It just won't display correctly. But you can add another icon and just tighten these up. You can move pretty much all of these elements around. That's why I always say make a copy. So as you start to really edit this and get it where you want, if you change something you don't like, you can always go back to the copy and start from scratch. Or even just look at the original copy and see what's different and what isn't working anymore. But do keep in mind that you want this, you don't want the text to go any further over, or on mobile displays, you won't see your name. Any information basically outside this line here is not going to display on anything on mobile devices. Sorry, misspoke. All right, so you know, once you've gone ahead and edited all of this the way you want, again, you can change the colors. If you wanted to make it lighter or darker, I don't really recommend doing that. You know, the reason I chose these colors is they do display quite nicely, and they, you know, they pop enough, but not so much that, you know, that there's this huge contrast. But go ahead and download this. Since this is just your channel art, it's not animated, you can go ahead and download either the PNG or the JPEG. The JPEG is fine too. It's not a print item. You're not printing this for any purposes, so PNG or JPEG, whichever one you prefer. And you can go ahead and hit download. And you'll see the progress of your download down here. Once that's done, depending on the type of browser you use, I believe that they all display down here. So you'll see it here. So we'll go ahead. You can either hit go to your home page or click continue editing. Now we want to edit the next one of our templates. So we're going to go ahead and click on the intro and outro template. And as you can see, this one is animated, and there are 3 animations. The first is the intro. The second 2 are outros. And we'll look at the last one. Also a little video snippet here. I would recommend, based on the way YouTube works, they have their own set templates for where you can put your recommended videos. If you're using that type of a template, if you want to add something coded into, you can add it here. It's a great place to go ahead and do all of that. So when you're ready to go ahead and edit this, click edit. What happened here? All right, so nope, we are in the right spot. So once you've clicked on this, you'll see that you can edit any of these. For example, you also see that there is an animation here. You can change that if you prefer a different animation. In this case, this one is going to be the burst animation, and this one is the ascend. Go ahead and close that. And then if you want to edit this one here, you just scroll down to the next page and the next page. Again, before you start to edit any of these, make a copy. So you could just, if you also just want to export the intro separately, instead of having to, export the whole MP3 and then, divide it out in your video editor, you could just go ahead and delete the pages. Just again, always save a copy so you can go back to your original template, making it easier on yourself to do any of your edits. Or anytime you make a major change to it, if you want to be able to go back, just make a copy before you do it, so that way you can go back to the original. You do have Control-Z, which will bring you back, but it only will, because it's an automatic save-in, it'll only go so far. Alright, so you can see how you can edit those now. Make copies of those. We'll go back and we'll look at the other templates. We also have our social media cards, which are also animated. You can see both of those there. You would just, when you're ready to edit them, you'd be able to add, take away any of this information. Just go ahead and hit edit, and you can make any of the changes you want, and you will click another template, and then I will show you how to, after you've made your changes, download all of these. This is not animated. This is just your regular thumbnails for your YouTube channel, just plain versions. When you're ready to edit these, just go ahead and click edit. And then you can just replace the background with whatever capture from your video you'd like to use. You can go ahead and edit the text here to whatever it is. So if your video is about certain fashion, you can change that. It's kind of like a heading with a subtitle. So maybe some people like to organize their channels by things they do. So for example, maybe you are a DIYer and you might have home decor or children's items, and you have it organized. You could use them in that sense. So there's 2 of those, and we'll go ahead and click on the icon template, and here you'll see that it already has a photo in there, so you'll replace it with your own photo. You can also delete it and just add text. But here, what you'll do is, if you have you'll go ahead and upload a photo of yourself, or if you have a logo too, you can replace it with that. In this case, I'll scroll down, I'll just grab a different photo, grab this one, and you just highlight right over it, and it'll center it. If you want to adjust this photo further, go ahead and click this crop button, and you can see where, if you wanted to show more of the face, and go ahead and do that, and we'll just keep fine-tuning it, getting a little closer in on them, and then hit done, and there you go. And now we'll go on to how to get all of these out at this point. So for this one, you're going to want to just download it as either PNG or JPEG. PNG is a better quality typically. So just go ahead and download a PNG and you'll see the progress here. Great, continue editing. And as for the videos, the two, we'll go back to our intro and outro templates. Go ahead and hit edit. After we've made the changes that we've wanted to, again, remembering about making the copy. If something happens, so you can always go back to the original template and start over. That just means open up the PDF file and click on that link. So in this case, we're going to go ahead and download this. Let's say we edited them and we're happy with them, and we're just going to split them up in our program. If you want to download each as a separate, I would say delete, make a copy, and save each one separately. But go ahead and we'll just download the whole thing as if we were going to edit it in our video editing program. You're going to want to edit it as an MP4 video. This is the suggested one, and really that's it. If you want to use a GIF, that would be maybe if you want to upload something animated. Keep it short, otherwise it's going to be very large, and I would size it down if you did end up doing something like that. But go ahead and hit download, and you'll watch the progress. This will take longer because these are bigger. If you do save them as separate ones and download each one individually, it'll take less time that way. I'll just wait the time out here. All right, well, now that that's all been downloaded, you'll be able to go over here in your downloads folder. So in this case, oops, that opened up in my other window. Let me go to this one. So in this case, just hit your downloads and you'll find everything here. You can see your MP4 just showed up there, just finished wrapping up. That's about 10 megabytes there. You have your thumbnail, Kandace channel. Some things that you would download that are different pages will download as a zip file. You just have to unzip that file and go ahead and get your documents out of there. So you will need to know how to use your folders, your zip files, and you definitely do need some Canva knowledge. But as you can see, it's not anything too complicated that you wouldn't be able to pick up. You know, if you have any questions or concerns, just, reach out to me, and I'm more than happy to explain. If I missed something or I gave out, bad information on how to use Canva and you happen to notice that, feel free to point it out to me in the comments. I appreciate that. And if you have any, like I said, if you have any other questions, go ahead and reach out to me. Hope you all have a great day. Thank you.